Hello, my name is Michael Evans. I'm an assistant professor at Miami University, and I'm also a member of the Family School and Community Partnerships SIG. Today is the first in a series of video blogs where we will speak to editors of journals that are receptive to family school and community partnership research.
Okay.
So this is the first in a series of Meet the Editors, and today we're speaking with Lori Thomas, the editor for the School Community Journal. Hi, Lori. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, Michael.
I was wondering if you could start just by telling us a little bit about yourself.
I have been the editor of the School Community Journal since the fall of 1999. That was my first issue. Sam Redding is the executive editor. He began the journal in 1991. My background is in early childhood education, but I have enjoyed really getting to know the research around family involvement, and I have two daughters of my own, so they've progressed through school, one in honors programs and one in special education. So I've definitely experienced schools that only gave lip service to parent involvement and those that were the real deal, that really engaged families in great ways. So
Great.
That's a little about me.
So tell us about the School Community Journal. What is your mission and who is your core audience?
The mission of the School Community Journal is really to promote developing the school into a community where all the stakeholders, the family members, the community members, the administration, the staff, down to the office folks and the janitors, everybody is working together and collaborating to make sure every student succeeds. So for that mission, we have really tried to reach a very diverse audience. We want to obviously engage the researchers, but we also want the people in the field, the administrators, the parent liaisons, the after-school folks, just getting everybody into that conversation and sharing that with those out there in various sectors of education.
So what are you looking for when you consider articles and submissions, and what advice would you give researchers who would like to be published in the School Community Journal?
Well, we do use a blind peer review, so it's not just me, but we are looking for obviously well-designed studies and field reports that give a really complete picture of what they're doing out in the field, that include the voices of participants, but we also want there to be a practical element to every article. What does this mean? How can this be replicated somewhere else? What can others in the field learn from the article and apply in their own setting? So it needs to be readable. It needs to be good, sound research, but also that practical aspect is so important.
And it sounds like you're entertaining submissions from people all across the field?
Yes. We invite submissions from people connected to universities and those that are just working out in the schools and in the community.
So why is the School Community Journal important to the educational research community?
Well, even though this research has been going on for decades now, and over again, you see how important families are to educational success, and yet it still seems to be like a side note or an add-on, or it's looked on by too many teachers and administrators as just something they don't have time for in the push for standards and everything else. But the research just shows over and over that it's a key component, and so us spotlighting that is very important.
And what are your aspirations for the future of the School Community Journal?
We obviously want to continue to provide high-quality articles. We'd love to see more quasi-experimental, well-designed studies of interventions. We had one last year that was small scale, but it was a very cost-effective intervention in a school with a lot of low-income families, but it was how can we reach out to these parents, and they used telephone calls, and they did a study, and we just need more of that kind of thing. We'd also like to see more program reports from programs that are having success, from teacher preparation programs that are using innovative designs to really prepare teachers. We hear over and over again that teachers enter the field not feeling prepared to communicate with families or to engage them, and we want to know who's having success with that, and what are they doing that can be replicated somewhere else.
So this sounds like it speaks to your earlier mission about having a broad audience and wanting to make sure that the articles also have appeal to practitioners and the people who are out there in the field.
Exactly.
Well, if somebody's interested in publishing in your journal, what's the best way to contact you or learn more about the journal?
The journal website page has you can click on a PDF there that has our basic submission information. There's also a link to email me from that site. The whole archive is there, so everything's kind of right there on one page, and it should be fairly easy, and if anybody has further questions, they can just send me an email.
That's great. Is the journal open access?
Yes, it is. It's open access from the entire archive. We've scanned and put in there, so anybody from anywhere in the world can access it at any time.
Great. And could you just tell us very briefly a little bit about the review process at the moment?
Okay. When articles come in, we don't have a designated time slot. When there's several articles in the queue, I send them out to the reviewers, and we try to get that turnaround time down. Sometimes it takes a little longer, and sometimes a little shorter, but we then will send back to the authors those comments. Sometimes we ask for revisions and do a little more review if we think it has potential. Sometimes we have to recommend a different venue that is because we do have a fairly narrow focus, and we want to keep on mission. But we try always to give positive feedback to everybody that submits.
All right, that's great. Well, thank you very much for speaking with me today.
You're welcome.
And that concludes our first Meet the Editor vlog. I hope you enjoyed it. Special thanks to Lori for her willingness to speak with us today. And just a reminder that if you are not already a member of the Family, School, and Community Partnership SIG, we would love to have you join. Thank you.